Hello my fellow fashion lovers. So good to have you back. I hope you're doing well and are feeling nice and comfortable, because today, we are diving straight into the Giorgio Armani Privé Fall Winter 2026-2027 collection at Paris Fashion Week. Forget the usual over-the-top drama of evening couture. For her second solo show since the passing of her uncle Giorgio, Silvana Armani is taking a surprising gamble. She's focusing on sleek, easy-to-wear silhouettes. And they look completely unexpected on a haute couture runway. The runway is dipped in a soft, moody darkness. It's broken only by low spotlights capturing the fabrics. Can you feel it too? That exclusive private club atmosphere. We are looking at a secret boudoir. A space where luxury doesn't need to shout. It just whispers to the women wearing it. In a season dominated by botanical and aquatic themes, Armani chooses a radically sober alternative. This collection is titled Boudoir. It actually rejects any literal theme. Instead, you can really see a desire to focus on seduction through practicality. The focus here is on flattering proportions and thoughtful construction, rather than a dramatic narrative. On the runway, the models walk with a measured, almost nonchalant pace. No artificial theatricality here. This posture works beautifully. It keeps the silhouettes from looking too relaxed, while maintaining an incredibly strong visual presence. My take on this vibe? It's the ultimate triumph of quiet confidence. And the real thread connecting the whole collection is the omnipresence of the evening trouser. The designer herself calls it a simple, practical foundation for the night. But how do you transform such a functional piece into a pillar of haute couture? Everything seems to rely on a sleek, minimalist structure. It's mostly worked in heavy satin and velvet. The lines remain intentionally simple. The only real adjustments are occasional fabric pleats on the left leg. The color only reveals its true face under the light. At first glance, it's a deep ink black that absorbs your gaze. But under the spotlights, the palette shifts into an iridescent mix of greens, rich browns, amaranth reds, and blues. The matte velvet texture combined with hints of twilight blue brings a real visual depth, even if, let's be honest, some shades can feel a bit muted and melancholic. When you look closer at the finishes, you find some really interesting variations. If you pause on the micro details, you notice very simple cuts elevated by tiny jet beads along the seams. Meanwhile, other jackets feature reptile and feline prints, sometimes lit up by crystals. Would you ever have imagined Armani's sobriety blending so smoothly with animal motifs? The trouser suits immediately set the tone. They alternate between elongated, masculine jackets and shorter, sportier blouson cuts. Then, the visual rhythm evolves as the embellishments move from understated to exuberant. The palette steadily builds in power. It peaks with a very distinct midnight blue, most notably on a crystal-dusted gown, and a shimmering bias-cut tailored jacket closing the sequence. But if we step outside the cozy bubble of Fashion Week, does the magic still work? This is precisely where opinions might split. By wanting to focus haute couture on practicality and simplicity, is Silvana Armani risking stripping away the dream? An untrained eye might look at all these trousers and see a lack of creative risk, maybe even a minimalism that feels a bit too safe for a show of this caliber. What we take away from this vision is a clear choice of continuity and simplicity. Silvana Armani is asserting a precise, pragmatic vision of couture. And she is doing it while staying perfectly within the established language and history of the house. So, do you approve of this bold choice to put trousers at the absolute heart of haute couture? Or do you feel the collection lacks the usual grand scale of a Privé show? Let me know your honest thoughts in the comments. I can't wait to read your perspective. Thank you so much for sharing this breakdown with me. To sharpen your fashion eye, remember, it was back in 1975 that Giorgio Armani revolutionized the wardrobe by deconstructing the masculine jacket to dress women. It's that exact spirit of functional empowerment that Silvana is extending today with this focus on trousers. I wish you an excellent time watching the rest of the show. Enjoy every single silhouette, and I will see you very soon for a new analysis.